Hey guys, so one of my subscriptions, the Makeup Station, had uploaded a video yesterday about the worst products of 2010, and I really like those videos for some reason, and I have a lot of products that I got this year that I just don't like. I'm kind of picky. So, this is going to be the worst products of 2010. Um, Before I jump into this, I'm sorry I've been MIA for so long. Just things have been like really, really hectic. So, yeah. So, the first thing I have is by Rimmel, and it's the Fix and Perfect Primer. And this primer there's nothing good about it. I kind of narrowed it down. Like, I thought maybe for a while, like I was using it wrong or something, or maybe it did like do one thing right and the other thing wrong, but everything about it is bad. For the first thing you notice when you open it is literally like neon orange. Like that's it doesn't look that orange on camera, but it's really orange. I have pretty orange skin as it is, and that looks orange even on me. And then when you rub it in, it doesn't really go away. You still kind of see that slight orangeness there. And your skin never really soaks it in, and it's kind of just this layer of grease on your skin, which might sound good for dry skinned people, but I have really dry skin, and basically it made me look really flaky but really oily, which is like the worst combination. And my skin is kind of naturally ruddy, so I use like yellow toned things to get that out, and this just made it look like I got way too many spray tans, so icky. Next thing is another primer, and this one is the Revlon Age Defying Instant Firming Face Primer with Bodifirm. There's one thing I don't like about it, the name is too long. This, I think, could be a good primer, except that it smells horrible, and it doesn't really go away after a while. It's just a really, really icky, kind of spoiled, rotten smell, and it kind of lingers on your face all day. And you don't want anybody coming in for a hug or anything because they're gonna be like, "Ooh, you stink!" Like even if you've got Paris Hilton on or something, like it's really stinky. And I mean, aside from that, it might be a good primer. It doesn't really make my foundation go on like really well. It doesn't really make much of a difference. It's more of like a really low grade moisturizer, I think. So yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, next one is probably one of the worst on my list, and I got this because it has a yellow tint to it, and I've got a lot of the redness in my skin, and so yellow is usually a good thing for me. But this is the Garden Botanica Cream Corrector in yellow, and you can see, I don't know if you can see the back, but it's like cake, like really cakey. When you put it on and try and blend it in, it ends up kind of like it rolls on your skin almost like it's just like your skin's really dirty. And you can actually see when it's on your skin. You can see you can't see that really now, but you can see the difference of the oil and then like powder. And when you try and rub it in, you'd think it might be just like really heavy coverage or something, but it just highlights every little fine line or bit of dryness, and it doesn't blend in. You cannot get it to blend in because it just starts to roll over your skin, and it's icky. It makes any flaws on your face that you might have look that much worse. Um, and I got this at Ulta on sale and on the markdown clearance rack. So I found out why it was on clearance because it's really bad. You can see even as I've been holding it, the product has separated that much. Okay, next thing, I'm going to put these two together. They are both by CoverGirl. They are the True Blend, by the True Blend line. And this is the True Blend Micro Minerals Finishing Veil. And then this is the True Blend Pressed Powder in Translucent Light. You can see I was trying to find some kind of translucent powder to you know, top my foundation. And since I bought these, I have stopped buying CoverGirl because CoverGirl is like big on testing on animals and really, really abusive, which I don't like. I mean, sad. But this the pressed powder, it's cakey and it's flaky and you can kind of see it shakes off of my hand, and it's really glittery, and so it enhances any flaws that you might have. Like, you can't see the glitter when it's actually in this little like pressed form, but it's really glittery. Even the packaging is glittery. You can't see on the camera really, but no. But it's nowhere near as bad as this finishing veil. This stuff is horrible. I just got this as, you know, kind of a translucent powder. You know, I'll put it over my mineral powder or whatever I'm using. But it is so glittery. It's more like a frosted, like, tan eyeshadow. And it makes my skin, like, I have dry skin, like I said, but by the end of the day, it makes my skin look oily but be really flaky, which is just the grossest combination ever. It's like rotten oatmeal or something, and it's ugh. And aside from that, you know, the brush, I don't know if you guys can see, like, how the heck are you supposed to store the brush in there? You know, it's silly. You kind of have to, like, go around it, and they really make it a trick. And then aside from that, the packaging is kind of ridiculous. Like, you don't have, what kind of brush could you fit in there? You can't even fit their brush in there, so you wouldn't be able to fit like a nice high quality kabuki in there either. So this is ick, 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 ick. Okay, next is actually from a line that I really like. It's the Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure, and this one is in Yellow Kitty. And this color is so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. And I love it, but and I have two others. I have Plum's the Word and I Pink I Can. But Yellow Kitty didn't make the cut. You have to put on at least 4 coats of this to get it to look even slightly opaque, because you still see that it's not opaque after that many coats, and it takes forever to dry, and it's just this color for some reason. And I also find that this color almost fades, like, by the end of the day. It's not that it chips, but the color almost seems to lose its saturation when it's dry. So I wish I loved this because it's such a cute color, but I don't. Next is a product I was really, really excited to get because I saw a couple people actually really raving about it, and it's Pond's Flawless White Visible Lightening Day Cream. And this is teeny tiny. And when I saw it, like, it seemed kind of cool. It's a whipped texture, and it's kind of pink, if you can tell. And I kind of put it on my hand for you guys. It's really, really whippy, and it's got a lot of shimmer to it. And I think that's why they call it lightening, because it's got those shimmers, which is, you know, skin reflecting particles. So it's going to make your face look brighter the way that sunscreen would. But the thing is, when you blend it in, I don't know if you guys can still see, but there's still that sheen to it. And you can't keep blending it in, because when you keep blending it in, it actually kind of starts to, like, cake in any, like, creases you might have. Like, under the eye area, any creasing you might have, it'll cake in that area. And it'll make your foundation, when you put your foundation on top of it, it makes it cake a lot. Hi, Harley. But anyway, it just, and then, you know, powder on top of that. There's not really much you can do to work with it. It's just a cakey formula. It's cake. Who wants to look like a cake? When my mom is driving and there's, like, these little girls that are buzzing all over the road, she says, "Get out of my way, cupcake." And that is what this reminds me of. So I don't like this. Okay. Next, I have 2 liquid liners. And first is by e.l.f. It's just their liquid eyeliner, and e.l.f. is usually like pretty good. Like I usually like them pretty well, but there's not too many of their products that I'm in love with. And this one, I just figured, how can you go wrong with a matte black liquid liner? You can't go wrong. But this, I don't know if you guys can really see that, but it has no shape. There's no fine tip to it. The brush doesn't have a definite shape, and you can't draw a fine line on it, and it goops up like, I don't know, until even now there's like a little bent edge. You see that? And you just cannot get a thin line. The only thin line I have is that one, and it's not even a nice thin line. The other ones are just goopy and clumpy and gross. And that is what this eyeliner is. It's goopy and clumpy and gross. And so is this one. I was so disappointed with this because so many people rave about this eyeliner. It's the L'Oreal Linear Intense liquid eyeliner in black. And I was so excited to get this. I thought it was going to be awesome. I thought I was going to love it. And when I opened it and I first used it, it was, alright. But by the end of the day, it was one of those eyeliners that made my, it made the eyeliner crack by the end of the day. And it almost looks metallic. And then a little while after that, this started happening. The stopper actually got stuck up in the wand, and there's nothing to, help that eyeliner come off, and now it's just this big gloopy glumpy mess. And how are you supposed to get a nice, intense, linear line with this? It's clumpy, icky grossness. And it would be one thing, if I could still use this with another brush and put it on my eyes to still get a nice line, but it's not even a good texture or consistency, so I don't like this. And it was expensive too. It was like $13 for this little tube. Like, go to your department store and get something that's $2 more that actually is going to work. So it's a bummer because I normally love L'Oreal. Okay, last thing is the Got2b Guardian Angel 425 degree Fahrenheit heat protectant gloss finish flat iron balm. For one, this isn't really a balm. It's spritzy spray. And this, I paid a lot for this for a drugstore product. I think this was like $16 for this, and it's only 6.8 fluid ounces. And I mostly got it because it's pretty packaging, and I did see a good review about it, but it makes my hair feel really crispy. And it doesn't make it look shiny, and it doesn't make it look pretty at all. It makes it look crispy and dry, and if I have split ends, it actually like enhances them. And it's just not a very good product, I don't think, especially for the price. I prefer my other Got2b product, which is like the Sleek and Straight Serum or something, to this, because I don't know, I just didn't think this is very good. So those are my worst products of 2010. But definitely the worst one is this. If you guys ever run across this, please don't get it. It's horrible. And this is that Garden Botanica concealer. They're probably out of business by now, but anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. I plan to make some more. I have a couple of things on the queue right now, and so submit video requests if you have any. And I know I've mentioned a contest a couple of times at this point, so that will be coming up soon. I'm gathering up my prizes, so look forward to that, and I will talk to you all soon.